Jeez, man, like, you wanna run it anything? I'm with Seconds Out now. Do you wanna run it?
Yeah, go on, I'm doing it.
What, man, like, hold on.
It's the champ, the world champ, Lawrence Okolie. Lawrence, how you doing?
I'm world champion. I forgot, you know.
What did you say?
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah, he said you're right. Yeah, I just wanted to obviously name drop you. Say that's my friend. You know what I mean? World champion. That's my friend. That's my friend. No, anyway, no, I'll let you have it. I'll do my thing. I'll show you later on.
Alright, let's see.
Alright, let's see. That was so weird, didn't it? Right, cool, yeah.
Stephen Adentan, what an introduction to an interview that was. The champ, Lawrence Okolie. Before I talk about the champ, I want to talk about yourself.
Yeah.
Fighting on Saturday night, turned professional. Just talk to me about how you're feeling right about now.
I feel good, man. I feel good. Like the weight's gone really, really well. To be honest, I'm on weight right now. And I had a joke with my coach, Stephen Brought, and I said, you know what I should do, bro? I should order a Five Guys burger and then like get on the scales, eating a burger, like, yeah, you see me, it's no problem, you know what I mean? But weight's going well. Just really laser focused, relaxed. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm getting overwhelming amount of support. But it's just making sure, hey, I'll go in there, I'll do the job that I need to do. I don't really let anything else sort of faze me or take my eye off the game. And because it's my first pro fight, it can be very easy for that to happen. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just like, listen, this is what I need to do. I get in there, relax, boom, 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 boom. And, I said to Uman, like, if it was to go 4 rounds, hey, get the W first. However, I doubt it. But if it goes 4 rounds, I'm just going to box, keep it nice and loose. If it comes, it comes, but I'm not looking for it. I'm not putting no pressure on myself. You know what I mean?
Stephen, it's crazy because I've been around in boxing for a long time, and we spoke about it just before we got on camera. Is that I've seen you about everywhere, with Lawrence, and I've seen you with around Joshua at times as well. What's got you into boxing? What sort of prompted you to get into boxing? Is it people like Lawrence, or is it what started your journey?
So there's a story. There's a story. Okay, so it's funny. I used to be a fashion model, right? And I know like there's stories of people were from the streets or they were getting bullied and they went to the boxing gym. I used to be a fashion model. I couldn't fit in clothes when it was like London Fashion Week and blah blah blah. So my agent was like, "Hey, you need to lose muscle. You're too big." So I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll try boxing because you're using your arms, so I can lose muscle on my arms, right?" And then I got in the gym. And then, coaches, they're like, "Oh, mate, wow, you hit hard, wow." And I'm just thinking, when a few people said it, I was like, these lot are talking rubbish, man. They're just saying it to gas me up. But then when I started hitting people in sparring, I can see the reaction on their face or friggin' legs wobble, whatever. I'm like, I don't want to do fashion anymore, do you know what I mean? So I started with that. And then I went down to Repton Boxing Club, and that's where I met Lawrence. Okay. And then, just really started taking it seriously from there.
You're still doing bits of modelling, right? I have seen you. I have seen you in places.
I'll tell you what. I had one foot in the industry, so done some shoots with brands, Superdry, Nike, done some acting, this, that, and the other, and it was really, really cool. But I did take my eye off the ball a little bit in the amateurs, and because obviously money was coming in and all that kind of stuff. So when I decided to turn pro, I said, listen, it's either I'm all in or I'm all out. It's all about integrity, and I'm all in or all out. And I just pushed it to the side. I said, people calling me, "Hey, do you want to do this? Got casting for that?" Nah, I'm not on it. And then the big test was when I got a call. It was like, there's a role. There's a role we want you to cast for Top Boy. Oh. And I was like, I said, listen, if I say to this, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not going for this role. I have to take boxing serious because I've got to make it in this one. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all boxing right now, man. All boxing.
Fighting at cruiserweight. Yeah. We know Saturday night's your debut fight, but what's the inspiration? Some people just come into boxing, and not everyone's inspiration is to become a world champion. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people just want to box, just pay the bills. Yeah. But with yourself, you just said it there. If I have to, sort of knock that Top Boy roll on the head, I've got to take this seriously. So the inspiration is to go all the way.
Go all the way. Listen, without sounding arrogant or something, I've always known I've been special. I've been special since I was a kid. I was always like, do you know what I mean? I always stand out either I'm a cheeky chap in class, or I'm ahead in sports or athletics or in football or rugby, or I'm always finding ways to get to the top. And do you get what I'm saying? So I was like, son, I just feel like I'm meant to be something, right? And then, like I said, when I started boxing and I was hitting people and I was like, wow, your size, how are you making a weight? You hit so hard, so on and so forth. I was like, yo, this could be a thing. And then when I started taking it seriously, I realised where my attributes could take me, right? And I came up with this analogy, right? And I love the analogy. I came up with this analogy. I said that the thing with, let's say AJ, for example, if AJ was a pack of ingredients from Waitrose, yeah? AJ is a brilliant pack of ingredients where you can make multiple gourmet meals. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you don't train him properly, or he doesn't know. Mate, why is Siri talking to me? Fucking go away. Yeah, if you don't know how to use those attributes, you'll be making the same meal every single time. But because he's diversified his coaching staff, he's learning the game, so on and so forth, he's become so broad and so good at what he does in so many different ways. That's why he's at the top. Same thing with Lawrence. It's the same thing with me. You look at attributes, you look at determination, you look at power, and you can end up like, I'm going to run around with my right hand cocked and use this one meal that I have, or I can diversify it, and then if I can do that, there's nothing stopping me. I haven't got shortfalls, so I'm going to go all in, you know what I mean? All in. Yeah.
Before I talk about the champ, but how much of an inspiration is that for you, where one of your boys, one of your very, very good friends has become world champion? And not even that, Lawrence Okolie was getting criticism at the start of his career for the type of, the way he used to fight. But his last performance, mate, when I look on Twitter, everyone just says that was probably one of the most improved performances we've seen from anyone.
I mean, you're always going to get, unfortunately, you're always going to get fans that are going to do their very, very best to try and pick holes and put people down, whatever. I'm worried that it's the internet, it's cool. But Lawrence friggin' overperforms, man. You can see the improvements, you can see the poise, you can see the balance. And to watch it, like, I've been with him in Repton since the amateur days, up until where he's at now. And it's just amazing. Do you get what I'm saying? I've seen the work he puts in the gym. I've seen the bad days. I've seen the good days. And it's great experience for me, because I can see what he goes through and how he deals with it. So then when the same thing happens to me, I have a bad day in the gym, I don't go home and cry. I was like, all right, I shake it off, and then I come back, all right, we level up on the next day. Do you get what I'm saying? But man, I was so proud of him. I was just saying, like, I was watching it and I was in there with him. Do you know what I mean? I called up Will, shout out Will Harvey. I called up Will. I was like, bro, I want to drive down to Wembley, man. Please, is there any way I could just get in there? It's my boy. He's gonna be world champion. He was like, no. I was like, fuck. But yeah, I was in there with him, so I'm super proud of him, man.
You know what? Straight after that fight, he spoke about the other champions. He wants to unify before he moves up to heavyweight. When you look at the other boys, there's some big champions out there. Do you feel like Lawrence, and I know he's your boy, but do you feel like Lawrence can conquer that division and unify?
I'm not even going to lie, quite easily. Quite easy. I think a lot of people, number one, anybody who's been in a ring with him will know how tough it is. I think a lot of people, like you do with any fight, will look and say, hey, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? It's because you can't. He doesn't, he's two-time world champion. Do you know what I mean? 30 odd fights, so on and so forth. He couldn't get near him. That's not just by luck or whatever. He didn't let him. Like again with the ingredients thing, right? When Lawrence decides how to make another meal and another one and another one, I really can't see him being challenged at all at cruiserweight. And heavyweight is the next step, but let him clear up the division here first, and then he can leave the belts for me, and I'll come after. You know what I mean?
With Lawrence, obviously, he's always his journey in professional boxing has been unseen at times, because it's been very quick and he's picking up belts after belt after belt. Now we look at his last performance under Shane McGuigan, and this is the point that I want to get to, or the question I want to get to is, we've seen him improve every fight, but now we're seeing him improve on a world level. How much of a contribution, or how much do you feel like Shane McGuigan has contributed towards that?
First off, shout out Shane. Fucking wicked trainer, amazing trainer. Shout out Shane. I mean, mindset, like Lawrence said it in the interview as well. It's mindset, man. Mindset is great. Shane is meticulous with his coaching, and I think he can take Lawrence very, very, very far. Do you know what I mean? Very far. And as his boy, I'm excited for him, and I want him to go further than he ever thought he could. And he wants the same for me. And and that's where we're going to go. We're going to jump on a rocket ship and then go to the stars. You know what I mean?
After seeing Lawrence win the world title, how many times do you want to fight in 2021? Just sort of push your career, do what you need to do.
To be honest, I want to fight as much as possible. Yeah. So, God willing, I'm healthy, no problems, no injuries, 6, 7, friggin' 8 times if Frank allows it. I'm not paying him that. 6, 7, 8, but like as much as I can, because it's not so much, am I going to be tired, or it's not so much that. It's about experience. It's about being in the ring again and again, the lights, the cameras, the crowds, all that kind of stuff. Because fighting, I'm learning to fight and be better and better every single day in the gym. Do you know what I mean? And then performing on the stage and all the other pressures that come with it is an experience that you can't sort of buy or replicate. You just have to go through it. So the much as I can go through that, the more calm I can be when it comes to a bigger situation or someone's talking crap or whatever. It's like, I've been here before, I'm fine, you know what I mean? See, I just changed the whole thing. I'm fine, yeah.
Want to talk about another fight you've been around, over the years, Anthony Joshua. We spoke about him briefly just then, but now we're talking about Joshua Fury, the biggest fight in boxing in a long time, one of the biggest British fights in history.
Well, I was discussing with someone. Do you feel like this is a bigger fight than Ali Foreman?
No, I can't say,
because
man.
You always say, obviously Ali is Ali. Do you get what I'm saying? And then Foreman, but like of this day and age, AJ versus Tyson.
The thing is, at this present time, only reason I would say no is because Ali's Ali. Like that name of Muhammad Ali is it's a whole different. And Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are amazing and they're great, but like until they retire, maybe they'll reach a level that. But at this present time, it's hard to say. But just talking about them two. Yeah. Man, we're hoping this fight plays out. I know they're looking for a location right about now. But if that fight does play out, how do you see it going?
Wait, hold on. Let me look for a fence. It's like, okay, so check this out. AJ's my boy. Do you get what I'm saying? And I've seen what he can do in the gym. I've got massive respect for Tyson Fury as well. BT Sport, Frank Warren. Do you know what I mean? But I think number one, I'm going to be like Mayweather right now. Number one, it's going to be one hell of a fight. It's one hell of a fight, the great fighters, you know what I mean? But I think, I don't know, like, I think that it's going to be a massive game of chess. Okay. It's going to be a massive game of chess. My personal opinion, what Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder was outstanding. Do you get what I'm saying? However, I don't think he can do that to AJ, so he has to come with a different game plan. And then what that game plan will be, I don't know. Just talking about meals and ingredients, what we were talking about. Tyson Fury has a whole cookbook. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, who's going to turn up on the night? That's the thing. And then that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a game of chess between them. And I think it's going to be the most exciting fight to watch, not just because of the anticipation and the power and all that kind of stuff, but for the boxing purists really studying the sport, it's going to be the most exciting fight. So yeah, I'm not giving you an answer, but I listen. I'm always going to back my boy AJ. I don't know Tyson Fury personally, but obviously I wish him all the best. These guys are great competitors, but you know what I mean. I'm always going to back AJ all the way.
Just because you speak quite well, I'm going to ask you about one more fight, and that's it. I know. It'll be 2 days before your fight. You might be a bit hungry, so I do apologise. But Billy Joe Saunders flying out to America to fight the number 1 pound for pound fighter in Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. Talk to me about that one, man.
I think Billy can do it.
Yeah.
I think Billy can do it, and I want Billy Joe to do it. I think Billy Joe has some serious potential, and I feel like it's untapped. It has to take someone great to bring it out of him, and then when it gets brought out of him, I think you can see something spectacular. It will be a great Cinderella story. Do you know what I mean? But I personally believe he literally has the ability, the skills, and he has a heart to do it. Do you get what I'm saying? But Canelo's no walkover, so we'll see.
So finally, the message you want to give to the fight fans who are going to be tuning in on Saturday night. At some point they'll be able to watch your fight, and also just follow your career, man. What do you want to say to them? What do you want to say to them, guys?
First off, follow me, Boxer Steph, on Instagram, BoxerStef. Get behind me, man. We're gonna have fun. We'll ride this together, and hopefully I'll be dropping some people on the way. All right.
It's a pleasure to talk to you, man. First time I talked to you, and Man, you can talk and you've got a good personality.
I'm not talking too much.
No. Yeah, man. Good luck with your fight on Saturday night. No doubt we'll speak in the future.
Top man.
Top man.
Thank you.